It's me, Sasha and Bright, and welcome to episode 12 of the 2024 season of You Call It Targeting! My gosh, it's election day. My gosh, so much crap to worry about. Nothing but pure garbage. But we're not here to talk about the election. We're here to talk about college football and NASCAR and NFL and whatever else the garbage we want to talk about. Let's get on recapping last week, starting with Pittsburgh at SMU. SMU smacked some titties around. 48-25, they beat the undefeated Pittsburgh. And Mike was the only one that picked that one right. Nothing but pure garbage. Next game, Ole Miss at Arkansas. Mike, I knew this was garbage when he picked Arkansas. Ole Miss wins 63-31. My gosh, me and Earl got that one right. Next game, I'm the only one that got it right. I knew Minnesota would go beat Illinois. They didn't deserve to be in the top 25. Minnesota beats them 25-17. And then we all picked Texas A&M. And they got their absolute booties kicked by South Carolina, 44-20. Nothing but a pure trash showing from Texas A&M. And then in the game of the week, Ohio State beats Penn State. Not a shocker. Me and Mike picked that one. Earl, nothing but pure garbage, picked Penn State. And then in the NFL game, we all picked the Rams, and they win 26-20 in overtime. But here's where I gained some points. In the NASCAR race, I picked my guy, Ryan Blaney, to win at Martinsville to make it to the championship race. And he did. My gosh, so clutch. And we'll talk about who we think is going to win the championship coming up. In the points, I gained 8 points this week, so I have 42. Mike, he gained 4 points. He's up to 40. And Earl gained 3 points. He's up to 36. But I'm back in the lead where I'm supposed to be, and it feels good. The Iowa Children's Hospital money. Iowa beat the mess out of Wisconsin, 42-10. And so we added another $5 to the pot. We're up to $30. But hey, let's give away some awards. Starting with my team of the week, I gotta give it to the South Carolina Gamecocks. My gosh, I knew Vegas had this game close. It was like, I think Texas A&M was only favored like 2.5 or something. I'm like, they're ranked number 10, and they're playing really good football. I mean, it didn't make any sense to me. But South Carolina, my gosh, they just played amazing. And so hats off to them for being the team of the week. But now it's time to talk some trash. We got a pretty decent list of garbage teams. Starting with number 24, Illinois. We talked about it. Lost to Minnesota. I knew that they were just hanging on by a nipple hair in that top 25. Nothing but pure garbage. So that didn't shock me at all. But Illinois is nothing but pure trash. Next trash team is Penn State. All right, and I get, they played a close game with Ohio State. You're going to say, how come you're calling them trash, right? They lost to a good team. I'm calling them trash because, my gosh, the play calling sucked nipples. Right there at the end, I'm pretty sure they ran the same play 3 times in a row. And when I say the same play, they had some offensive lineman that was out like to the right. He would motion into the left and then block, and then they would run up the middle. I'm pretty sure they ran that same garbage play 3 times in a row on the goal line to try to tie this game. Nothing but pure trash play calling. And Penn State is nothing but pure nipples for it. Next trash team, Iowa State. My goodness, they were undefeated, ranked 11th. I guess that's the better way of saying that. But my gosh, they lose to Texas Tech, 23-22. Just blew the lead. I think they allowed Texas Tech to score like 20 seconds left or some kind of garbage like that. Iowa State, I knew that they would blow it. I just knew that they would blow it. My gosh. Teams like that are undefeated, you just know their day's coming. And it didn't shock me one bit that they lost. Nothing but pure garbage. I mean, Cyclones. Nothing but pure trash. Next trash team, Kansas State. They don't know what they're doing. Every time they get in the top 25, they lose, and then they'll beat a team, and they'll get back in the top 20. Nothing but pure garbage. They were ranked 17th, lost to Houston 24-19. How about we just keep them out of the top 25 if they're going to be inconsistent trash? My gosh. Next trash team, Clemson. They were ranked 11th. Everybody thought, that, hey, they had stuff figured out now. They're starting to look like the old Clemson team. Maybe they can make it to the playoff this year. And they get their nipples blown back 33-21 by Louisville. Nothing but a pure trash garbage playing by Clemson. My gosh. Next trash team, and my goodness, are they holding records for trash teams of the week. Florida State loses 35-11 to North Carolina. My gosh, what a butt kicking. Florida State is a whopping 1-8 this year. Nothing but pure trash. Next trash team, the Navy Midshipmen. Here they are. They were undefeated, going to play my precious Notre Dame. Even Mike thought they would win the game like a piece of garbage. We ended up just busting their booties. And then they lose to Rice this week, 24-10. That just shows you the Notre Dame effect. When we whip your tits, you can't even play the next week. Just garbage. But anyways, it is time for my absolute trash team of the week. My absolute trash team of the week is the Texas A&M Aggies. My gosh, how many times have we spent game of the week? We would send Earl to College Station, and we were talking about how good this team is and how they were on a roll and they looked like they were contenders. And then just to get their absolute tits smacked around by South Carolina, it don't even make any sense. But you deserve to be the absolute trash team of the week. My gosh, so congratulations, Texas A&M. But guess what, guys and girls? It's time for questions. First question is from Spread My Cheeks and Fart Away. It says Florida State will absolutely decimate Notre Dame this Saturday. Bama will fall to LSU. And you're so ugly, Sasha. When you cry, the tears roll down your back to avoid being on your face. Question is, have you seen this sport the Indians have where they run around a dirt pile and slap each other? I have no clue how points are scored, but it is stupid and great at the same time. A lot to unwrap with this question. First of all, Florida State, my gosh, don't even stand a chance against Notre Dame. Notre Dame wins by 5 touchdowns. Bama losing to LSU, we'll talk about that game later because that is our game of the week. And we'll see about that. What else did you say? Oh yeah, you're talking about me being ugly. My gosh, but you know that's not true. I mean, I have to, I have to disappoint women all the time. They're always in my DMs. They're always just wanting some sugar. I just have to, say, look, I'm taken. I'm a happily taken man. And so I know I'm not ugly. And what else did you say? Oh, yeah, about this game about Indians. I don't know nothing about it. But if you can go around a circle and slap somebody, I would love to play that game with my stepson. Because he's nothing but pure trash. Next question is from It's Not Oil. Wait, I messed it up. It's by It's Oil, Not Finger Paint. What a garbage name. Sounds like a terrible time with a girl at a fair. It says, Sasha, I seem to remember you had a smoking hot girlfriend back in the day that your stepson set you up with by the name of Shayna. Can you tell us about her? My gosh, so my stepson set me up with this chick, and I talked to her on the phone probably 3 or 4 times. She had a pretty sexy voice, I thought. And, yeah, so I asked for a picture, and my gosh, she was pretty special looking. Let's just say she's never turned down a all-you-can-eat buffet. And, my gosh, she was ugly. And so, yeah, I had to end things pretty quick there. My stepson's nothing but pure garbage for that. So anyways, there ain't much to say about her other than she was absolute trash. Last question is from Nip Slip. It says, how about Miami Hurricanes, Sasha? Haven't really talked about those guys. Are they legit? And is Ward, their quarterback, legit? And how about Army's skull and crossbone helmet? Pretty flippin' sweet. Yeah, Miami, I just don't have a good feeling about them. Yeah, Cam Ward's good. He's putting up good numbers. He's the Heisman favorite. I really don't. I think they're going to lose. I just have that feeling. They don't have a feeling of a legit team. Like a playoff national championship legit team yet. But to be fair, I haven't watched them much. So I guess I can't say much about that. Army skull helmets, absolutely awesome. I have to give it to you. Everybody wants to talk about Oregon and teams like Maryland and that put together great jerseys every year. But man, the armed forces, Air Force, Army, and Navy have some of the best jerseys. I cannot wait to see what Navy and Army are going to wear at the end of the year in my favorite game of the year. But yeah, the skull and crossbones, absolutely awesome. But anyways, that's all the questions we have. Let's talk NASCAR with Earl.
Sasha, what an incredible race at Martinsville. Just a lot of controversy at the end of the race and who was going to make it in the Final Four. But yeah, your guy Blaney, he won. I mean, he had the fastest car on the long run. He started like 10th with like 80-something laps to go. And 80-something laps at Martinsville is not many laps with it being as short of a track as it is. And Blaney just picked them off one by one and made it made it up to the front, and he had to win, and he won, and now he's in the championship four. Let's pick our championship winners, and our championship four is Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron. And I am going to go with Joey Logano. Look, he shouldn't even be here. A lot of fans are mad that he's even in the championship four. Everybody's he just lucked into the wins at the right time, and now he's in the championship four. But Joey Logano, he knows how to win this race. He won the championship 2 years ago. He is my pick to win it this year.
Well, I'm going to go back to back with my guy Ryan Blaney. I think he wins the championship back to back. He's got all the momentum. He is really good at these types of tracks. It's going to be him or Joey Logano. I don't even think the other two guys stand a chance against Team Penske at Phoenix Raceway. I think Team Penske is just too good. I'll be happy with either one of those guys winning, but I'm picking my guy Ryan Blaney to go back to back.
I don't usually do this, and I know I got a 1 out of 4 chance of picking the right guy, but I'm with Sasha here, and I'm almost scared to pick somebody else because I really feel that strongly that Blaney is going to win, and I can't afford for Sasha to gain those points on me. So I'm going to also pick Ryan Blaney.
What a guy. Why would you do that, Mike? That's not even fair. You're supposed to pick somebody else, you piece of garbage. But anyways, if that's how you feel about it, whatever. What's the NFL pick?
Hey, I'm just trying to win, But, the NFL pick, it's a couple of just, as you would say, trash teams. It is the Jets at Cardinals. I went with this really because the point spread was pretty low, and Vegas is expecting this to be a really close game, and I figured maybe it would be kind of hard for us to pick. So, yeah, the Jets at Cardinals. I'm going to go with the home team, the Cardinals. I just really don't like much of what I've seen from the Jets, but hey, you never know when Aaron Rodgers might turn it on, and they look good.
Yeah, Mike, this is a garbage pick. I mean, 2 trash teams. Not even worth picking. Just give me the Cardinals because I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with this game, but I mean, I get what you're doing about you're just trying to pick a close game and make it hard for us to pick. Y'all went with the Cardinals because they're at home, but I'll take the Jets, I guess, just because I'll be different.
All right, we're going to go live to Earl here in just a second. He is at the house. Not his house or my house or anything. It's called the house. I don't know why but it's outside of LSU stadium there. And he's there for our game of the week, Alabama at LSU. What a great game this should be. I mean, Alabama LSU has given us some classic games in the past years, and I think both of these teams are pretty similar. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup. So let's go pick some college football picks. All right, Earl, you are live at the house. Let's get on just right away to our picks here. We got Georgia, number 2 Georgia at number 16 Ole Miss. Georgia, they're so up and down. I mean, yeah, they're winning games, but man, Carson Beck is nothing but pure garbage sometimes. I mean, if he's going to have a bad game, he's going to have a bad one, and it's going to be like a 3-interception game. He can't afford to have that against Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going to. I think they won't be putting up 63 points this week. But they got a dangerous offense, and if they can play a little bit of defense and force a couple turnovers, I do like their chances. So I am going to pick Ole Miss.
Yeah, Georgia can struggle at times, and they haven't looked super dominant. Carson Beck has had some bad games, but I still think Georgia's really, really good, and I got to go with them.
I mean, this is going to be a good football game, unlike the NFL pick that Mike picked. This is just one of those classic SEC games. I think we got a really good offense going up against a good defense. We got a team in. I hit my mic. Sorry. We got a team in Georgia that has played just up and down, and we don't know what to expect. And if they play that down game, they could lose. But I will think they will play the up game, and I think they win.
Next game is number 9 BYU. How did BYU get to number 9? I don't even know. But they're at Utah. Utah's been pretty much garbage. But the point spread was pretty close in this game, so it caught my eye. So we threw it on the list. But I'm going to go with BYU. Utah is just way too up and down. And it is at Utah, and this is a rival game between, I guess it's Mormons or something, a bunch of white kids. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll just go with BYU.
I don't know, something tells me BYU is one of those teams that in the top 10, but they don't really deserve to be there. And I think Utah's going to prove that. I think Utah's a tough place to play in a rival game. I think Utah comes away with a win.
Yeah, this is a rival game. It is called the Holy War. And don't ask me how I know that. Well, if you did ask me, I would tell you. I just Googled it. But yeah, it's a big rival game. Just because BYU's ranked number 9, they think they're gonna just walk in there and beat them pretty bad. I think Utah's gonna play them in a close game. The Holy War, close game. But BYU wins.
Yeah, thanks for that information, Earl. I don't know what we would do without you. Gosh, Googling stuff on it because you don't even know. Nothing but pure trash. Anyways, next game. South Carolina coming off the big victory. They are at number 24 Vandy. Vandy has... Who would have thought South Carolina and Vandy would be a game worth watching? But I think this is going to be a great game. South Carolina's got some momentum, but I almost said Navy. Garbage. Anyway, Vandy is going to knock those nipples back and humble South Carolina because Vandy is just solid at home this year. Give me the Commodores.
Sasha, I completely agree with you. Vandy is dangerous at home. I mean, my goodness, they beat Alabama. They almost beat Texas. They got a great quarterback. They got a great team. I know South Carolina's coming off a big win, but I don't think they're going to be able to go on the road and beat Vandy.
Vanderbilt has a 6% acceptance rate at their college. Smart people go there. So I'll pick South Carolina.
Earl, well, we know you definitely wouldn't make it to Vanderbilt. You wouldn't make it to, I don't know who has the highest acceptance rate, but you wouldn't make it to any college because you're nothing but a dumb idiot. My gosh! Just dumb. Anyways, let's just get on to the game of the week. Alabama at LSU. This is a night game at LSU. And even though Brian Kelly sucks nipples, as a head coach. He's nothing but pure garbage. He couldn't win the big games at Notre Dame. He's pure trash. And I hate him. He is undefeated in night games at LSU as LSU's head coach. That tells me there. And the way Alabama's been playing like pure garbage this season, I'm taking LSU.
I mean, I know the same stat that you do, Sasha. I saw Brian Kelly is undefeated in these night games at Death Valley, and Alabama's just. I mean, they looked good really in the one. You know, they beat Georgia, and then they looked good against Missouri. Other than that, they've been pretty terrible and inconsistent. This is a big game. To me, if Alabama loses, they're out. You know, they're out of the playoff, and they need to win this game. I just don't think they can do it.
Guys, y'all have lost faith in one of the greatest football teams to ever grace a football field. Alabama is back on the rise. I'm tired of hearing about, they lost to Vanderbilt and blah, 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 and they this guy sucks and this coach is garbage. And I'm so sick of hearing all of it. I think Alabama is going to go into Death Valley. I think they're going to hand that first loss to Brian Kelly in a night game at what's it called? Death Valley. I think they're going to do it. I still have faith in the Tide to get it done, or as Larry the Cable Guy would say, get it done.
Larry the Cable Guy would say, get her done, you idiot. My gosh, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I can barely stand to be on the show anymore. Nothing but pure trash. But anyways, we cannot wait to recap these games with you next week and also talk about who won the championship in NASCAR. Can't believe the season's almost over. But we'll shift our focus to college football down the stretch, and we'll get ready for the college football playoffs coming up and all that good stuff. We still got plenty of stuff that we're going to talk about on this podcast. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week.